Good afternoon, Facebook friends. Hello, welcome. Nice to see you all. We're live here from Rythmia in sunny Costa Rica, outside of Fruits Juice Bar. If you are a regular viewer of our Sunday afternoon live broadcast, you're probably wondering, what the heck? Why aren't we all set up? There's nothing set up, as you can see. Let's go into the shade here, Kenneth. By the way, Kenneth, you guys all know and love our dear friend Kenneth. Give a little wave in front of the camera, Kenneth. Give a little wave.
Hello.
There we go.
There
so Kenneth is manning the portable camera today. We're doing this from my iPhone, so we can give you guys a tour. So we're doing a tour of Rythmia today. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. But before I get into too much, I want to tell you two things. The first thing is, this is not just fancy makeup, in case anyone has a question. I had a wee bit of a moto accident earlier this week that I'm healing from, and I got a little bit of a black eye. But if you ask me, it's a nice dramatic piece of eye decoration, and I've decided to dress to match today. So if anyone asks, everyone who's wondering, yes, this is a bruise. My first shiner ever. But I feel great, and I'm healing up really well with all the beautiful high vibration and healing foods and love that happens here at Rythmia. I'm healing up in no time fast. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about before I get into anything else is this book, Shit the Moon Said. If you haven't got your copy yet, go and get it now. This is the book written by our lovely leader and my mentor and my dear friend, the owner of Rythmia, Jerry Powell. He wrote this book. He's been working on it for a while, and it came out about 2 months ago, I think. And I have to mention this book again at the top of the broadcast here to make sure you guys go out and get your copy. It's a really great read. I read it myself a few weeks ago, and it really gives a lot of great information about ayahuasca and the journeys that all of our guests go on here, and what plant medicine is all about. But I also want to tell you to grab a copy because we have a contest happening right now, and it's going on until April 1st. You've still got a full month just about to enter. And all you need to do is get yourself a copy of this, and the book is available on Amazon as well as at Barnes & Noble. And you just need to get yourself a copy and grab a shot of you on social media with the book. Give it a little, referral. Tell your friends to go out and buy it. Tell them about plant medicine and the magic that is Rythmia. And you'll be entered to win a free trip here. So if you've been, on the fence about joining us here, or you don't think you can do it financially, or for whatever other reason, this is a great opportunity for you. So just get yourself a copy of the book. It's available on Amazon, and enter the contest. So you just need to hashtag #ShitTheMoonSaid and tag Rythmia on Facebook or Instagram or whatever other social media channel you use. You have until April 1st to do that. And we are selecting winners every week, so it's not like you only have one chance. So go out and do it, everybody. And since we're on the topic of books, also available on Amazon is Miracle Meals, written by yours truly. This is the book that I wrote last summer, mainly just to get my vegan, gluten-free banana muffin recipe out there. But this is my book called Miracle Meals, available on Amazon. And if you want to grab a copy, a lot of the recipes that we've talked about on these Facebook Lives are featured in here. And I would love for your support on that. So these are the two amazing books. They can be bought together on Amazon for under $40. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, as mentioned, we're going to be doing a bit of a tour here today. This right here is the space that typically every weekend I'm all set up for the Facebook Live. So if you've seen any of our cooking demos, it's right here on this little bar area. Right now we're using it to store beach towels or pool towels. But this is fruits. This is the spot. And I was just talking to a guest that arrived today, and she was walking into the restaurant. She's like, "Oh my gosh, is that where you do your cooking demos?" I was like, "Yep, that's just right next door to the restaurant here." And normally we're all set up at this time, but today we're just going to be walking and talking. So speaking of, we're going to start walking and talking towards the restaurant here. What time? It's 2 o'clock Costa Rica time. So our buffet here usually runs till 2:30, from 12 till 2:30 every day. Watch yourself, Kenneth. I know Kenneth can't really see where he's going, but he's got it. I think he's a pro. He's like a Steadicam operator from, I used to work in television. I think I've mentioned before, I used to be a television director. And I wore a Steadicam once. And if anyone out there knows anything about film production or TV, you know what is involved in a Steadicam. It's like this full body brace, big heavy camera on this movable arm that you have to balance, and it's really, really a beautiful thing. But Kenneth is doing really well with his arm, his own personal Steadicam. So, I digress, off topic again. So, this is Roots Restaurant. Welcome. So you can see we have a beautiful view over here of the pool, a big common area, the cabanas, all of that beautiful stuff. And then you come right in and you are in the, as far as I'm concerned, the center of the universe. This food love. And you know, if you've ever been to a gathering at someone's home, any sort of party, where do you guys always end up? You could have a beautiful living room set up with all these snacks and, you know, beautiful decorations, but everyone always ends up congregating in the kitchen. And that's kind of the same idea here at Roots. This is the place that you always know you'll find everyone. And this is a place where we're not just gathering 3 times a day to eat, we're gathering to talk and commiserate and share stories and support each other. And it's just, I feel so blessed, especially every morning after one of our plant medicine ceremonies, to just be able to bear witness to the magnificence and the transformations that our guests have, you know, over just through one night of ceremony. It's absolutely epic. So this space, as far as I'm concerned, is just as sacred as the flight decks, the ceremony decks where we do the yoga and the breath work and the ayahuasca. This place is just as sacred and full of, you know, magic, you know. And it's not just because of my miracle meals. So cheesy. Anyways, come on in here. So we've got a few of our staff hanging around this afternoon. This is our quote-unquote bar area where we serve up unlimited coconut water and pineapple juice to our guests, as well as organic coffee. We have golden milk turmeric lattes in the morning. We also have a juice program, which I think I've talked about in many of our Facebook Lives in the past as well. And we also always have this nice little array of snacks. Now this is available all the time to our guests between meals. And all this is just really simple plant food, nuts and seeds, and then dehydrated fruit products. And I got to tell you, this is what the guests are always raving about. And you guys can go ahead and do this at home. It's the easiest thing in the world. I can't take much credit because it's just Mother Nature. But this is dehydrated watermelon. And all it is watermelon that I've gone and sliced about this thick. Put it in a dehydrating machine that you can buy anywhere these days. Amazon is a great resource. And we just dehydrate it to become a nice chewy texture, almost like a jerky. And this is like, it is candy, delicious goodness. So we had a bunch of guests leaving today. About 62 people, I think, checked out this morning. And a bunch of them were filling up little to-go packages, little paper bags full of all these different little snacks so that they'd have something to eat on the plane and not have to resort to certain airport foods that aren't necessarily, you know, the best to transition onto after eating a week of, you know, highly wholesome whole foods like they have been here at Rythmia. So over here, we've got a few lovely ladies hanging out. Hello. Say hello, guys, to our Facebook community. We've got Rebecca and Tatiana and Ingrid, and these are 3 of our magnificent Roots front of house team. And these ladies here just are beyond magnificent at what they do. They're not just here to help clear tables and serve juices and make sure our guests have everything they need on a restaurant basis, but they're here holding space and giving love and support, and they know how much work our guests are doing when they're here, right? Spiritually and emotionally, and these guys are just here to help do anything and everything they can to make sure that our guests are feeling loved and supported and taken care of through every step of the process, right? And how do you guys like the food that we serve here at Roots? Excellent. Right answer. You think that was a trick question? I think they had to think about that a little bit too much. I don't know. But thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and all of our viewers that have been to Rythmia. I'm sure they all know you, remember you, know you all by name, and I'm sure they're all sending their love right now. Can you see comments and stuff coming up on the screen as this is happening?
Yeah, Kale say miss this place. Kale Joshi. Marina McKinsey, I work in the film in Toronto.
Okay.
Jenny, hello. Marina, hi from Canada.
A lot of Canada
I got
viewers.
ready in the love it.
We're probably going to get some major love for you ladies coming up, so we'll come back and let you know what people have to say.
Paul say hi, Meg.
Paul de Bruin? Hi, Paul de Bruin.
Nice match.
Nice match? Oh, match my shirt with my black eye. All right, so we can keep on cruising here. One thing I'm always telling the guests is hydration is key. So I think I just mentioned the juice program and the coconut water and the pineapple juice, but we also always have infused waters available. This afternoon it looks like we have a strawberry cucumber mint one, which we'll get a little closer look at later. But right now, because the buffet line has completely dissipated, we're going to go over and check out the buffet, and I'll show you what we got going on this afternoon. So I'm going to go over on this side, Kenneth. How's the lighting? Everything good?
Nice.
All right. So every day we always have soups on, and a lot of people say, oh, why would I want soup? It's so warm in Costa Rica. And I always just remind them, in Ayurveda, like in India, people are always eating spicy and hot food, because actually when you eat spicy and warm food, it kicks up your body's cooling mechanism, so you start to sweat, and that's what helps cool your body. So eating something warm in warm temperature actually is quite good for you. And we have 2 soups on today. We've got our tomato and roasted red pepper, which is in the cookbook. and is on the menu virtually every day because this was, and I think still is, one of Jerry's favorites, and it's actually become one of the guest favorites. So I have this on the buffet every day, and then I rotate through a second one. And today, what's the other one? Is it cream of broccoli? Oh no, it's curried celery soup. So this one is really delicious. It's celery and curry, and it's thickened with a bit of brown rice. One of my personal favorites right here. Heading on down the line, we've got our little mini cold buffet here. So this is a make your own salad bar. And we always say, you can see here up on the top here, and I don't think a lot of our guests even realize this because they don't notice it, or maybe it's just out of their eye line when looking at the food. But we do have labels for most of the things on the buffet here, and this is just so people can make really conscious choices. So I want to let people know what the ingredients are for the majority of the composed dishes. Because, for example, here on the salad bar, we have something as simple as just mixed lettuces, this is the combination today of kale and spinach and romaine and red leaf lettuce. Quite often we toss in some arugula and baby greens. That's what we have there today. And then along this side here, we've got a couple of really simple dishes. Where are we here? We're down at the bottom. So this is the massaged kale that you guys have probably seen us do in the past. Next to that, we have some red cabbage that I've just gone and massaged with some lemon to help break it down, give it a little bit nicer texture and a nice brilliant color. And here, I think we've talked about these as well. These are just some pea sprouts. So this is some options for making your own salads. And then typically here in the middle, I've got a couple of composed dishes. And today we've got here, this is some of the ingredients for, if you tuned in a couple weeks ago, we did a vegan Caesar salad, a composed Caesar salad on the video. So these are some of the components here. We've always got, I don't know why I'm saying always so much. We've always got a fruit salad, and here's another composed dish. This is a version of a broccoli detoxification salad. We've got some nori sheets in there, some seeds, and some carrots. Really, really lovely. We'll let you do whatever you need to do, my darling, if you want to grab some salad down here and start the base of your plate with the lettuce. Then add on anything else you want to do here. Great. We'll go over a couple of sauces here real quick as well. This here is the yummy salsa, Meg's Magic Sauce, that is it's a recipe that I think I've talked to in the past. It is a cashew and garbanzo-based curry dressing, which is really good on everything. That's pretty much always on the buffet. It's one of the guest favorites. And then we also always have a few other different options here. Today we've got some raw marinated vegetables, kind of like a quick pickle, some carrot sticks, marinated mushrooms, which is just a really simple dish with oregano, garlic, some balsamic. Ooh, wow. Nice option to just mix up your regular old raw mushrooms. And then for anyone that wants a little bit of animal protein, we've just got some shredded cooked white chicken breast here. Then some of the most important things, salad dressings. We've always got at least two options. Looks like today we have balsamic, and this is a version of that vegan Caesar salad dressing that we did a few weeks ago on the retreat. So this is to pair up with our garbanzo croutons and the romaine down there, and then always a couple of options for dessert. And today we've got the chocolate bliss balls, and if you were watching on our Valentine's Day special, we did that recipe live on February 11th, I believe it was. And then these are our gluten-free peanut butter cookies that are a fan favorite and a staff favorite, so I recommend you grab a couple of those, my dear.
Wow, fabulous.
And then we move over on to the hot buffet.
Oh my
gosh. Here on the hot buffet, we always have, do I have a sign here? Yes, I do. A very, simple macros. So 3 different dishes that are prepared with nothing but some water for steaming. There's no salt, there's no oil, there's no nothing. And this is for anyone that really wants to stick with the dieta. And if you do, a lot of research about ayahuasca, there's a lot of different ways to go about it, different recommendations when it comes to lifestyle and diet changes leading up to a ceremony. And this is a really clean way to eat if you want to really stick specifically to that. And if you do sign up to join us, you will get an email from our team in Malibu explaining to you the recommendations for lifestyle changes leading into and after your visit to Rythmia, including some dietary, just a few small edits to help you reap the best benefit from your experience here. So we always have these options. There's always 3 really simple dishes here. Today we have some steamed plantain. So this is a green banana that grows locally here, and we've just gone ahead and steamed it. You're getting the full description here. We're live on Facebook right now. That's what's going on here. No, you can stay tuned, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on here.
Okay. I was wondering why you think so detailed.
I know. You're like, this is a lot of information. Do you do this for every guest?
I do this every day.
I have no time to do anything else.
Very funny.
The other, we have right here just some quinoa. I want to give that a little stir. This is just really nice steamed quinoa. And then there's always a vegetable or a bean option as well. So today we have just really simple cooked black beans for some nice plant-based protein. And then we moved on to some of our more peekaboo composed dishes. Today, what do we have? We have our kitchery, which if you've been watching, you see that we do this. We did this live on Facebook a while ago. This is just that rice and lentil dish again. These are some eggplants that have just been stuffed with fresh mint and local goat feta cheese from our neighbor's goat farm. And those goats, I will remind everyone of our viewers, are the best and happiest goats. They are fed moringa leaves and neem tree leaves and just amazing cuttings from the land. So these are the happiest, healthiest goats, and that's the only place that I source all of our yogurt, cheeses, and the milk for our coffee all come from that goat farm. So you can know if you do enjoy quote-unquote dairy products, you're getting the best of the best when you're here at Rythmia. Next, what's under door number 3, Alex? What was it? Wheel of Fortune? What was it where on the game show, do you remember, where there's like the doors and you gotta have to pick? Was it Wheel of Fortune?
No, I don't think
Price
so.
is Right.
Yeah.
Price is right.
Yeah.
What's under door number 3?
Good.
Well, we've got here just some sauteed mixed vegetables, always on the buffet. And today we have, what kind of burgers are these? These are the cauliflower ones, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
I was right. I can tell by just looking at them. The potato and cauliflower fritters. So these are...
I'm having one of these.
Yeah, go in there and grab one of those. And that would be really yummy with some of that yellow yum salsa on top. I will recommend that. So we do, I think, 5 or 6 different vegetarian burgers, kind of.
Yes.
We got the beet burger, we've got the cauliflower potato, the white bean sweet potato, lentil and brown rice. We do the raw vegan curry, sun-dried tomato, and sunflower seed one. Is there any other burgers? There's soon to be turkey burgers, or chicken burgers, and chicken meatballs. So I've just sourced some really great ground organic chicken meat, so I'm going to be doing some of that for our omnivores out there. So lots and lots of burger options. And then our final door here is a local curry fish. So this is a curry coconut sauce on fresh fish mixed with vegetables. So that, my friends, is a little insight into the offerings that we have here at Rythmia. This is just our Sunday lunch today. Constantly rotating. I try to do very different menus each and every day just to keep the flavor profiles mixing up, and also to introduce, because a lot of this type of food is very different for a lot of people. A lot of our guests come here and they're not used to eating a lot of plants, first and foremost, and they're not used to eating food that's condiment free and low salt and things like that. So I try to mix it up. Maybe there's one day that there's not a lot on the buffet that might appeal to someone, but the next day I try to switch it up enough that maybe they'll be super excited about a couple of dishes. And then we also always have this little station set up with our industrial toaster. So, sometimes all I want is bread. So we've always got 2 different types of bread: homemade almond butter and homemade peanut butter. Some regular old butter for anyone that wants that, and you can come and make your toast in the morning or any time of day. And then we also always have just these little. This is a little secret that I don't think enough of our guests know about. We have these little magic compartments of superfoods. So we've got chia seeds, cinnamon, turmeric, some raw sugar. These things are always out for our guests to just top. I like to add chia seeds on top of all my food here. Here we've got almonds and raisins, and under the last 2, sunflower seeds and coconut. So these are really great little add-ons that people can, just really personalize your plate, because that's what it's all about here. I'm all about utilitarianism and eating with what your body loves, what your body wants, and what your soul craves. And it's really, I gotta tell you, I'm honored and so excited every day to see how our guests put their plates together. Everyone's plate always looks totally different. It's always such a colorful array. Like, it's almost like everyone's always eating the chakras with every meal on, which is really, really exciting for me to see. So that, my friends, is the buffet. Let's keep on cruising for a second, because I just want to give you guys a little bit more of an idea about the setup here. So you can see it. Maybe kind of, if you want to, how's the lighting? Can you get a good view of the restaurant? So we've got seating here for plenty, and like I said, this place becomes a bit of the heart. It's the center of it's the action center. This is where everyone comes to gather and rebuild and nourish themselves, especially in the mornings after ceremony. And it's our pleasure. Come on, let me kind of be able to hold this space. And I love that I have such an amazing team in the kitchen that I get to be out here with the guests, chatting with them, because there's always lots of questions about how we should eat. And I can't ever answer that question. I just did a post on my Facebook about this not too long ago. Every single day I get people asking me, how should I eat? What should I eat? And all I can say is that's an individual decision and an individual choice. And I can't tell you how to eat. I mean, to a certain extent, I guess I kind of do when people are here, because I only give so many options on the buffet. But as far as choosing what is best for you, well, here from the buffet and then moving forward into life, I think that's a really highly individual choice. And it all comes down to developing your own food philosophy, feeling into what your body needs and what your spirit needs, and just letting all the static from everyone else's opinions and ideas about what's right and what's wrong disappear. And I think I'm going to get into a lot more about that in my food philosophy and just teaching, you know, from what I've learned in my years as, you know, now I've worked in this industry for 8 or 9 years, but also 15 years of an eating disorder, and it's been a long journey for me to be able to rebuild my relationship with my body and the way that I eat. And I think I've picked up a few good tips along the way, so I'm going to start talking about a lot more about that as the weeks progress with these Facebook Lives. So let me know with a thumbs up or a comment if that's something you might be interested in hearing a bit more about. And in the meantime, next week I'm going to be doing some cooking. Can't remember what it is though. Let's go over here for a second. I'm going to call it up on my computer because I think last week I tried to tell you guys what I was doing and I couldn't remember either. So I know that I have it on my calendar. So let's see, what are we going to be doing next week? Today is what, March the 3rd? Am I correct on that? Yes, March the 3rd today. Or 4th. I don't know.
4th.
I don't think it's the 4th. March 4th. It's March 4th. So next Sunday will be... So next Sunday we're not going to be cooking necessarily either. We're going to be talking about plating, which is something we brought up a couple weeks ago when Kenneth was helping me make some really pretty plates of some of the dishes that we had made. So we're going to talk about, you know, chefing at home, making your food look like it's 5-star. Or in my world, rustically beautiful, because I'm not a big plater. I'm going to probably bring out some of my guys from the kitchen to give me a hand with that one, and we're just going to show you how you can make really simple recipes and really simple ingredients look absolutely stunning. When you have your next dinner party, you can bring out these amazing plates and people are going to be oohing and ahhing, and you're going to feel great and they're going to love it. You eat with your eyes first after all, so it's all about presentation. So that's what we got going on next week, Sunday, March 11th. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. This is my shortest Facebook Live ever, I think. It's 2:22, 22 minutes live. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this little insight and tour into the Roots restaurant here at Rythmia, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you. Ciao.